Good Friday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. This is your outlook for December 20th, 2013. Starting off with the GFS again today, we have an area of low pressure that's moving up through the eastern part of the Great Lakes here. It's going to bring some snow up way up here into from Green Bay up to the northern half of the lower peninsula of Michigan, up into southeastern Canada here. But for everywhere else, it's going to be rain. That includes all the way up here in upstate New York, where they have a tremendous amount of snow downwind of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario here. But it really won't matter with this time because we have a winds out of the southwest, and we're going to have warming temperatures over the next couple of days. Now, one thing we saw today is we have the areas that we had that are still in a snowpack, despite the south winds turning to the southwest today, or excuse me, yesterday. Some areas struggle to get out of the 30s, and that is because this area here is all under a snow cover right now north of this line here. So we did see a little bit of a warm surge of air from the southwest here, the areas that were not under snow. So these areas here got up into the 50s yesterday, whereas everybody in here was stuck in the 40 or below. So the snow on the ground does have some effect on temperatures, and I think that's going to play into our forecast a little bit for the next couple of days, just because we have such a high snowpack in some areas here that'll actually help to insulate, at least at the ground level, and keep temperatures a little bit colder than they would be normally if there was no snow on the ground. So as we go a little bit further here, I want to show you, this is actually Friday night here now, showing the precipitation. Very light here, just moving, maybe spotty showers, hit or miss showers overnight here tonight as we go into the nighttime hours. Here's the NAM high res. You can see it's not very impressed. It just has these very light showers, pop-up showers here and there. So nothing. There will be rain showers though. We're not talking about anything frozen, but this will just be very light and not a big deal. And then we have the system sitting at our west here Saturday morning. And Saturday afternoon, we have some showers making over to at least western portions of our coverage area, and the same holds true for Saturday evening. So we're looking at just spotty showers, hit or miss on Saturday. The big system here is organizing down here in the Tennessee Valley. That's going to move up into the Great Lakes and follow the suit of the first weak one that came up here. This one's going to be a little bit stronger, and this is going to affect areas from Chicago over to Green Bay, again up into the upper half of the lower peninsula of Michigan and into southeastern Canada. Big ice storm showing up here as we get up into upstate New York, up into again southeastern Canada. So this system here is going to keep going here over, basically take a path to the northeast here, and it's going to track just east of Detroit over Lake Erie here. But there's some big snow showing up in here. Of course, we're on this side of it here, and that means winds are still coming from the southwest, and it's still going to be warm. Now, the GFS is suggesting temperatures are going to get up into the 60s, mid 60s in some cases in these areas here. We have decided to go against guidance and go a little bit lower, just because of the fact that it is the weighing in the time of year it is. It's the shortest day of the year on Saturday, so we're not looking like we're not thinking that it's going to be, the sun is going to have as much of an effect on our temperatures as they would in, say, March. Okay, so just because the sun goes lower, sun's not out as long. I just find it very hard to believe we're going to get temperatures that are going to be that high as shown on the models. So at least in areas where you have snow cover. So we're going to have a lot of that melting this weekend, especially with the rain moving in here, but I don't think you'll get rid of all of it. And here is Sunday evening. It starts to break out and break apart, move out. Might have a leftover shower here early Monday, but the cold front is going to move through, and then you're just left with maybe some scattered flurries for our western and northern areas during your day on Monday as temperatures start to drop. And then we should return to near normal for this time of year. Not looking at anything here New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve, and there was some speculation that some models and model ensembles were going toward the idea of a little bit of sneaky snow here over eastern Pennsylvania here and western New Jersey. That was on the Canadian model. Has since lost that idea, so there really is no reason to think that we're going to get any snow on Christmas Eve. Not impossible for it to happen, but we're giving it less than a 10% chance of anything happening Christmas Eve. But Christmas right now, Christmas Day looks just like a cold and dry day. And then Not really looking at much anything else here. Temperature staying near normal or slightly below normal for the rest of the period, and then we'll have to look for a storm here that's going to move in from the south and see what this does. This could affect us right before New Year's, but that's getting a little bit far ahead of ourselves. Although the signals are very good for that time frame for a storm of some sort that would be of would have wintry implications most likely. We're going to examine that as we get a little bit closer, but we're a little bit too far out to really take any kind of threat around New Year's seriously, other than the favorable teleconnections and the patterns that we look at, the upper air patterns. But we'll get into that as we get a little bit closer. For now, have a safe Friday, and I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. This is your outlook for December 20th, 2013. Have a great Friday.